Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Yasmin Razak from Rely Local in Bowie, and it's got my great pleasure to have our guest on the show today, Jamie Wilson. Jamie is a realtor with Keller Williams, and she's licensed in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. She recently joined Rely Local, and she is a very active real estate agent. She's very active online. She's got a lot of websites and social media going. So I just wanted to find out a little bit more about Jamie and the services she has to offer. So Jamie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Jamie. Now, could you just tell us when you got into real estate and, what sort of drove you to pursue real estate as a career?
Well, my background previously coming into real estate really was more focused on human resource management, although I had worked for a real estate investment trust company. So it was a different focus from real estate residential sales. But one day I happened to be in a store, and because I had toyed with the idea of becoming a real estate agent previously, when it was suggested to me to become licensed on the residential side, I thought, wow, okay, that would be great. It is something that I always wanted to do. But what would it take? What does it involve? And so within the next couple of months, I was a licensed real estate agent, and I'm definitely enjoying it.
Okay, well, that's great. Now, what services do you offer? I know you specialize in a couple of things. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
One of the areas I specialize in is residential relocation, where where people from other parts of the country are relocating to this area, whether it's military or for a job in some other industry, but they are relocating to the area, as well as specializing in certified distress I'm a certified distress property expert. And what that basically means is being able to understand, and I'm familiarized with the ins and outs of homeowners who may be in distress with their mortgage, and really just presenting options to them as far as preventing foreclosure.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, there's been a lot of that kind of thing going on recently, and I'm sure you have seen a lot of economic cycles while you've been working as a real estate agent. So why do you do what you do, and you continue through the market that we've been seeing in the recent years? It's really been tough out there.
Well, I'm the type of person that I'm a person that looks at things as a glass half full as opposed to a glass half empty. One of the things, even though some would say it's a tough market, this market as well is a market that is most affordable. Recalling the last several years in this market, a lot of families were priced out of becoming homeowners. In this market today, we're in a market where it's never been this affordable ever in this area for families, probably in the last 40 years or so. So on the flip side of having a really tough economic situation where there are many hardships, it has placed a lot of families in a position to be able to afford a home in this area for the first time. So while I enjoy real estate immensely, I'm able to reach out to those families who are having financial difficulties, whether it be through losing a job or losing a loved one, as well as being able to present something to someone who in previous years were never able to afford a home.
Right, that's absolutely right. There are some good deals out there, and it's important for people to have a good realtor like yourself who's experienced, knows what they're doing, knows the areas that are working. I mean, I know you're based at the Keller Williams office in Upper Marlboro, but you are licensed in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. Is that correct?
Yes, and I love being able to, the markets are similar yet different in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. I love being able to work in the different communities. I grew up actually right in Washington, D.C., so I'm very familiar, with D.C. and the heart of D.C. and what's going on in D.C. and then the surrounding suburbs of D.C. And I love being able to spend time in Maryland and some of the counties in Maryland, and then, getting to spend time in D.C. and as well as Virginia. The markets, as I said, they're similar, but there are different nuances, and it's very important to be able to know how to maneuver through each area. As a realtor, I'm extremely education-based, so it's very important to me not to just have someone sign on the dotted line and say, I'm a homeowner, but it's very important to me to be able to offer the educational piece, really understanding the process, understanding what you're signing, understanding why you're signing what you're signing, really understanding the process, and then not stopping there, but really now that you're in a place to afford home ownership, being armed and equipped with the education to maintain your home ownership.
Right. I mean, that's so important. I mean, not just for first-time buyers, but for anybody to deal with all, like you said, all the administrative stuff that goes with buying a home. It can be overwhelming. So it's great to have a realtor like you that's really, like you said, education-based, very knowledgeable on that. It just makes the buyer or the seller feel more confident. Do you ever see people make some mistakes when they're looking for property or they're looking to sell? Is there anything that you sort of advise people to look out for?
Yeah, actually there are many moving parts when you're dealing with real estate, whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer where you have property now and you're wanting to rent out your current property because maybe your family has grown and now you need a larger home, or whether you're an investor. There are many moving parts, and it's really important, as you said, to have someone that really understands how to maneuver through. Of course, being a real estate agent, unfortunately, I come across a lot of people who have had bad experiences in the industry, which is disheartening to me because I love what I do so much. So when I hear some of the horror stories of things that clients have experienced prior to meeting me, it really makes my passion for what I do even greater. It really makes my passion to be education-based and to reach out to as many people as I can. It really makes me even more passionate about that, because I think it is, while there are many moving parts, it should be a joyous occasion. It's something, obviously that's extremely huge, but I believe it's something to enjoy. There's so many things to enjoy about the process.
Yes, it should be an enjoyable process. I mean, everything else in life is stressful enough. So looking for your ideal home or moving up and selling up and moving on should be something that you can go through and hopefully enjoy the process as much as possible, because it's an exciting part of a journey moving on.
It really, really is an exciting part of the journey. And a lot of times what I am doing as we're going through the process is really just reminding and really just stepping back into that. Okay, it's not a perfect process, and again, it has a lot of moving parts, but again, just shifting the focus to the more important matters in the process, that ultimately you're going to have the home that you dreamed of having and the lifestyle that you're going to have with your family, raising your children, whatever the case is, but that you've accomplished this wonderful goal. And so there are many positive things about it to focus on. So I find that a lot of times, it can be stressful and it can be frustrating, but really just readjusting your perspective and focusing on the positive aspects of it.
Okay, great. That's been great. I mean, you've given us a lot of great information there and some great tips that I'm sure a lot of people listening to this will take to heart, and hopefully wanted to have you help them make one of the bigger decisions that we all make in life, which is moving, finding a home and moving on, or relocating, as you said earlier. So how can people get in touch with you? Could you give us your either your phone numbers or your website where they can get more information?
Sure, absolutely. My website, if you want to just peruse and find out, more about me personally, you can go to my website at JamieOpensDoors.com. As well, for distressed property owners, or if you know someone who is having a challenge in affording their mortgage, they can reach out to me or visit and just get a lot of information from my website at jamiehelps.com. My office number is 240-737-5000. And then I also, if you call, you may not get me, you may get my assistant, or you can call her directly at 410-988-3201. But between the two of us, we're going to definitely sit down and, well, I will be the one sitting down, but really sit down and discuss what your goals are and what you're really looking for, and, help you enjoy the journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jamie, for that wonderful information. So you know how to get in touch with Jamie. She's, I personally know Jamie. She's a great person. She's got loads of positive energy, and she feels more like a friend than a realtor that is helping you through the process. So you would be well advised to get in touch with Jamie. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you.